Yo, what the fuck is going on, everybody? It is me, theEIKNARF, and we are back. Yes, back! And we are here. And we are here today on this glorious, glorious weekend. It is WrestleMania Backlash. The WWE. Only at the WrestleMania Backlash. It's gonna be me versus you. And I can't. Anyways, it's WrestleMania Backlash 2022. It used to be called Backlash. Then they're like, you know what? We need to put more space on the merchandise. Merchandise is looking empty. We got to put more filler. We'll add a big word, and everybody will shut the fuck up. Today we're gonna do predictions. We're gonna go over the card, and I don't know. I only know maybe a third of the card. I've stopped watching WWE since WrestleMania. Actually, the Raw after Mania, I watched for Cody, and he opened the show, and then fucking 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes, I had to sit through shit when I could have fucking done anything else and watch Raw. So I said, this is not worth it, and I stopped watching WWE because I'm gonna become a casual. EW for life. So yeah, we're gonna go over the card. I'm gonna give you my predictions. Yeah, let's fucking run through this fucking card. You might get some genuine reactions because I don't know some of the matches, so I'm very curious to see what the fuck they went with it. So up first, we got the SmackDown Women's Championship, Charlotte Flair, who's defending her title against Ronda Rousey, or as I like to call her, Ronda Rousey. In an I Quit match. So if you watch WrestleMania, Charlotte beat Ronda, and we're like, yeah, so that only means we're gonna be doing this rematch, and look where we are, WrestleMania Backlash. I Quit match. When the fuck is the last time they've done an I Quit match? I swear to God, they haven't done an I Quit match in like a decade. Do they still do? I don't know. If you know when the last I Quit match was in WWE, let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious. I could look it up, but I'm not because I got other shit to do, and fuck you. So you could pretty much expect from this match as much as you can expect from a 2-year-old baby crying, not sleeping. It's gonna be fucking shit, and it's gonna be fucking boring. And you're gonna have to deal with it, and like me, I just avoid the whole situation as a whole. You know, I see bullshit, and I walk the other way. I go, oh, you hear the baby crying, you see the garbage on the TV, you're like, you know what? Oh, I gotta get milk. You know what? Oh fuck, I gotta go buy milk, and then you just leave and don't come back. This is that match. You're like, oh, Ronda Rousey and Charlotte. Maybe it's time to cut the grass. And you know, your significant other will be like, it's like 9:30 at night. Are you not gonna be able to see out there? Really, that's why they invented the flashlight. Alright? But anyways, you can expect nothing from this match. It's probably gonna be shit. Ronda Rousey has not been the Ronda Rousey we knew for her whole career. When she first debuted to WWE, she's sluggish, she sucks, she's boring, she doesn't want to be there. She looks like she's on antidepressants. If they were gonna cast for the new Terminator reboot, she could play a fucking robot. And even Charlotte, some say she sounds like a robot. So this could be like iRobot, but the female version. Now, who do I think is gonna win? Nobody, because the fans don't win. I could just see a false finish, setting up a third match in the Hell in a Cell. I think Hell in a Cell's coming up. Well, what's after that? I think it's Money in the Bank and then Hell in a Cell. That's stupid. Like, okay, Money in the Bank, you want to set up future contenders, whatever, people carrying the briefcase around, right? You need some new feuds and stuff. I get Money in the Bank, but Hell in a Cell, why would you have it so close to WrestleMania? When WrestleMania is kind of that show where feuds blow off, and Hell in a Cell, the match is basically the same idea. So you have two pay-per-views of the same type of, not theme, like obviously like WrestleMania is the biggest show of the year, But like just the idea of like you know, but you know the way WWE books, like, oh, we gotta put our top 2 stars in the cell. Well, no, we're gonna basically put our whole fucking top division in 3 different matches to sell the show, when really it should be 1 match when it calls for it in a feud, you know. But nothing really warrants it, you know. Who's Roman feuding with? He's done with Brock. He was gonna feud with Nakamura. Then they said, nah, fuck that. You don't get pops from the crowd. Drew McIntyre, and you know, people like, I think Drew McIntyre is good. He's out here getting pity pops because nobody cares. Like, yeah, I feel bad for the guy. He was champion during the pandemic era when nobody was there in the crowd, and now you're feuding with Jinder and fucking the fucking guy who used to rub lubrication on his fucking belly and wear a thong. What the fuck? Big Dick Johnson, that's the guy. Yo, but there's your next feud right there. Back to the other match. I don't know where we're going with this, but yeah, I can see a false finish and Charlotte retaining, leading to Hell in a Cell rematch. Ronda wins the title there, and basically furthering the garbage women's division. And you know, giving the title to Ronda is like giving fucking. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that, but it's giving Trudeau fucking the power to fucking do what he wants in Canada, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I think Charlotte's winning, but DQ. Maybe tampon falls out of her ass, some shit like that. Ref's like, ew, I'm leaving. Blood. RK Bro and Drew McIntyre versus the Usos and Roman. Now this pisses me off, okay? We were supposed to get the unification match for the tag team titles. They're going to unify the titles. Now, apparently, before I started recording, news came out that Fox and I think it was USA don't want this, and they basically like bad ratings. It sounds like. I don't know. I'm shocked. I don't know they like garbage TV, and actually doing something good would benefit your shows. So I don't know. Even too, he's feuding with Nakamura for a week, and then you know, like they're like, you know what, fuck that, no. So, fuck, is Roman gonna lose? Uso gets pinned, Roman loses. It's really doesn't count because it's not a singles match. I don't know, and then it leads to Drew getting a title shot. Like, oh, these fucking championship contender matches. Yeah, why don't you championship contend this dick, bitch? I could really see that happening, and obviously Roman should not be losing at all in this point in his career, even though I don't like him anymore. Like, I like Roman. I think this is the best work of his career for sure. The problem is, it's the same fucking shit over and over again. Acknowledge me, I'm gonna fist you, whatever the fuck he usually says in the ring. And he's just feuding with the same guys. Obviously we haven't seen him in maybe like 2-3 years. We've seen him feud with Drew McIntyre. We've seen Drew McIntyre and was it? I think it was Bobby. Maybe it wasn't Drew McIntyre. I think it was Bobby and Roman when. What was it? Wasn't it like Bobby and like Drew and like Dolph Ziggler were like a faction or something like that? I don't know. I remember something with the red cell there. Ah, fuck it. But I could see obviously they're gonna start the feud after this. In the Hell in a Cell with Drew and Roman, and this is supposed to be the feud that takes us through the summer, and you're doing the fucking finale match of a feud at the beginning. And I think that's stupid. That's like eating ice cream before you eat your pizza. Why the fuck would you do that? Are you trying to die? If you're trying to die, you're stupid, and you should die if you want to die. Yeah, I can honestly see them fucking bad booking to the fucking over 9,000 level here. Usos Roman. I don't think they're gonna win. I think RK Bro Drew, and that's gonna set up the one-on-one for the title Roman, right? Because oh, you beat the championship. What if he pins the championship? That's not gonna be good. I'll go RK Bro and Drew, even though it should be the Usos and Roman. But I mean, if Usos and Roman win, then nobody gets a shot for nothing. And why the fuck did Roman like 4 weeks ago was like to the Usos, I need you to go to Raw, win those titles and unify them. This is what I need you to do. And then the next week later, he's like, yeah, you know what? You don't need to do that. It's like, okay, cool. Fuck that. Cody Rhodes, Seth. I'm already bored of Cody. I think it was looking good for the first 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And they're obviously doing a rematch. And I think 50-50 booking is going to be at an all-time high. I don't think Cody should be losing. I think Cody should be built up for the next year or two. Undefeated. Sets him up to beat Roman for the title, the big babyface. The counterpart, the babyface to the heel. The Superman. Who's the biggest heel? I don't know. I don't like DC. Your Spider-Man to your Green Goblin. Your fucking Doctor Doom to the Fantastic Four. You got your big babyface Cody Rhodes on one side. You got your big heel in Roman on the other side. His counterpart, which I think it should be Seth in that spot. But that's another story for another time. I think Seth should be where Roman is, and Roman should be where Seth is, because the level quality of matches in the ring and promo. Let's be honest, Roman is the weakest member of the Shield. Fucking argue with me in the comments, bitch. But Cody, Seth, I think 50-50 booking. I think Seth's gonna win. Unfortunately, I don't want that. I want Cody to win. But the fact they're putting him in a rematch, they obviously already don't have plans for the guy. They're like, you know what, just rematch. And like, obviously, if you want to blow up the feud in the cell, it makes sense. Cody wins, but like, is it really that necessary? This should have been a one-off. He should be feuding. It should be Cody, maybe Cody and Kevin on this show, and that's it. But anyways, I don't know. They pay the big bucks to fucking Bruce there. AJ Styles, Edge. I think, and this might be unpopular opinion, I think Edge is doing some of the worst shit of his career. I don't like this new gimmick. I don't like this new Judgment Day shit. I like that Damian Priest is in there because he was doing nothing, which gives him something to do. I like that we're going to get another AJ Edge match because they had a great match. Probably a top 3 of the WrestleMania weekend. I like that it's giving Balor to do something being with AJ, but everybody's saying he's going to turn and join the faction. I can't picture emo fucking Finn Balor with fucking eyeliner on saying in an Irish accent, I will judge you. I don't know how to do an Irish accent. If you know how to do it, let me know. Teach me. But I think this is stupid. Again, like 50-50 booking. Who won? Damian Priest interfered at WrestleMania. Edge got the win off of interference. So Edge is winning. Then was this in a Hell in a Cell? Are we gonna get a 2-on-2? Maybe this should have been the tag team match. AJ and Balor versus Edge and Priest. Get the young guys on the show. Oh, like, according to WWE, they're not old, right? I don't know, 38 is old apparently. Fuck me, right? But I'll go with AJ. And even AJ, like I said, like Edge, I like Edge. I think he's great, but if you're talking each, yo, my favorite wrestler is each. Edge's best heel work was back in the fucking 2011. What was it, 2010, 2009, the Rated R Superstar, fucking with the World Heavyweight title on SmackDown. You want to put me in a Hell in a Cell match with The Undertaker? You want to put me in a Hell in a Cell match with The Undertaker? As he's spitting all over Vicky Guerrero. That's the Edge I want. I don't want fucking emo goth Undertaker wannabe Edge. No. Fuck that. And Finn Balor fucks the dogs. Bobby Lashley, Omos. Who do I think is going to win? The fans will have to use the washroom at this point in the show. They're like, okay, great. I'm not missing anything. This is perfect. Bobby Lashley is great. I like him. I think he could be booked a little bit better. But, I mean, he was recently their champion, so what am I going to argue? And Omos, how big do you think his dick is? I'll go with Omos, 50-50 booking. You know, if I'm booking like that, you got to think WWE. What do we do? 50-50 booking Omos? Put this in the cell. You could do a spot with Omos where he's so tall you don't even need to climb the cage. He just jumps up. He just jumps up and he's on the cage. The cell. Fuck. I'll go Omos because Lashley won at WrestleMania. If you could see the common theme here. Yeah, man. Happy Corbin, Madcap Moss. Why is this on a pay-per-view? Okay. Who's gonna win this match? The Sword. What else we got here? Is that it? That's the show? Are you fucking kidding me? Yo, fuck. Why the fuck would you want to go to this show? Where's it gonna be? Where's this show gonna be? In hell. Okay, cool. Well, this show sounds like it will be a flop. It sounds like it's gonna be full of rematches. What could be the match of the night? Probably Seth and Cody, Edge and AJ, you know, looking like they'll be the matches of the night. I think the main event will be the triple threat tag team 3-on-3. I don't know why I said it like that. That's really stupid of me. And I don't think there's much more to say. Yeah. I guess that's it. If you like me doing these short little videos, me talking about wrestling, you know, maybe I'll do some more of them, like, you know, some news. By the way, look at Spider-Man's hand. Look, the ladder's on his hand. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. Ooh. My God. And there's Joe. Oh, no, it's not Joe. But it's Morgan Freeman. My God, it's Morgan Freeman on top. Oh, here's Spider-Man. He's using that super spider. All right, anyways, hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Yeah, if you enjoyed these short videos, me talking wrestling, maybe I'll do more of them. Some news, maybe reviews of the shows, the pay-per-views, predictions. I don't know. I just do them as I felt. I thought this was a good idea. I was like, I woke up, I'm like, yeah, do predictions. Fuck it, get a video out. And like I said, I should have some content coming out here and there, some gaming content, short podcasts like these, short videos, me talking to you guys, and yeah, I think we out of here. I'm EIKNARF, and vote for me for Prime Minister 2024 or 69. Okay, I'm out of here. Later, deuces, peace.